One Wish Willow. You only get one wish. I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the entire world.
I love you so
How's it going,
much.
guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, we are going to be looking at a new film from Focus Features, courtesy of a short film YouTube star turned now feature film director, Curry Barker, as he gives us a film that we might just become obsessed with. This is my review of Obsession. Bear works a dead-end job in a music store. He's stuck living in his recently deceased grandmother's house, and his cat has just passed away. But the one thing that perks him up each and every day is his friend Nikki. Bear has long had a crush on Nikki, and wants to find the courage to ask her out even though he's terrified of the repercussions. Opting for the easier approach, he finds a one-wish willow. Make a wish, snap the stick, and see if your wish comes true. Only for Bear, he could have never predicted how this wish would turn out. There was a heck of a lot of chatter going into Obsession. Curry Barker was known for quite a few of his short films over on YouTube. He's made a solid name for himself. I unfortunately had yet seen any of his work, so I went into this film pretty blind. But hearing a lot of the critics buzzing about not only is this just a really good horror movie, that it was on par to be the best horror movie of the year, I was pumped. And I am very, very sorry to say that I disagree with what the critics are saying there. Obsession might be the best horror film of the decade. I'm not classing Sinners. Sinners is just in another league. But Obsession, oh my god. I've seen the film twice now, and I feel quite confident in saying that it might rank among my favorite horror movies of all time. And it is primarily due to a simple reason. Obsession scared the shit out of me. And Barker didn't need a grandiose budget to do it. There aren't excessive jump scares, there's no reliance on visual effects, there's not even a whole bunch of excessive gore. Although, that isn't to say that this film is gore-free. It is not. Instead, he packs his film full of seriously frightening stuff, all of it steeped in a somewhat grounded reality. Bear makes his wish, and we really don't have to wait long before the uncomfortability levels begin to rise. Nikki's life transforms, and her sole purpose involves and revolves around Bear and Bear only. For Bear, it becomes a dream come true. He got everything he could have wanted. But he soon realizes that this is all fabricated, and for me, that makes his character so much more deeper, but also unlocks a whole Pandora's box of so much more horror. Michael Johnston is fantastic as Bear, a character that toes a tricky line on being an empathetic protagonist who is caught up in a wish gone wrong, but also somewhat of an antagonist to the situation at hand that has spiraled dangerously out of control. Johnson's exasperated expressions are a particular highlight, especially when Nikki becomes the ultimate nightmare girlfriend from hell. It's a brilliant blend of genuine horror and bleak humor. However, Barker doesn't feel the need to keep the curtain shut. He invites audience in to be able to see how the wish works, because that in itself is horrific, but also really, really does not hold back with just how unnerving and psychotic Nikki is. One sequence in particular, oh shit. Bear is awoken in the middle of the night. Stuff happens. Stuff goes down. I'm not going to go into detail. I physically had to turn away from the screen. I was that frightened. He's making it so simple and so straightforward, but utilizing it to such great effect. The way Barker uses lighting and shadows, never, I think in the history of cinema, has the shadow of a 5'20" 12-year-old something girl ever been this intimidating. As talented as Barker is, though, this character of Nikki wouldn't be anywhere near as effective if it wasn't for the actress playing her. And they struck gold when they found Inde Navarrette, who I think in this performance has hit the stratosphere. I truly do not think I'm overstepping the mark or overselling this in any way when I say that she is worthy of awards acclaim for this role. If Amy Madigan, no offense to her, but if Amy Madigan could win an Oscar for her portrayal of Aunt Gladys in Weapons, then Inde Navarrete surely is worthy of some sort of recognition here. She is outstanding, navigating an ever-shifting psyche to the point where she is tasked with expressing maybe 6 different emotions within a single sentence. She can appear cute and cuddly in one moment and then morph into a beast from hell in the next. Everything from her physicality, creepy line delivering, and roaring, yes, roaring, genuinely scared me. And for those who have been watching this channel for a while, you know that, I don't mean to sound big-headed here, horror films nowadays, they very, very rarely ever tend to scare me. Obsession succeeded in that. I honestly can't think of anything negative to say. I'm low-key obsessed with Obsession. Corey Barker has made a real name for himself here, to the point where I am impatiently waiting for what he comes up with next. Even this particular premise is ripe for the picking to explore what other deranged wishes could happen. The 2 leads are brilliant, but Inde Navarrete has instantly cemented herself as a horror icon and a surefire talent. Blending realistic commentary alongside armrest-clenching horror was genius. And even after a second watch, I'm ready to be scared for a 3rd time. So, I'm going to give Obsession a 9.5 out of 10. Anyway, guys, those were my thoughts on Obsession. As you can probably tell, I love this movie, but I want to know, have you seen the film yet? What did you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And my question to you, what do you think is the scariest film of the past decade? But that is all the time we have for today, so thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.